Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Lisa Amaya and today you're going to be cooking with me. Today we're going to be cooking homemade barbecue chicken pizza. These are all the ingredients we're going to be using for our pizza crust. So let's get started. And all the ingredients will be listed down below in the description box. So once we have our yeast and honey and warm water into the bowl, we're going to mix that up and we're going to let that sit for about 10 minutes. So once that sits for about 10 minutes, we're going to add in our salt, olive oil, and then we're going to add in another cup of warm water, and then we're going to start adding in our flour. Altogether we use 3 cups of flour, 2.5 for the batter, and we're going to use that other half a cup to knead our dough. Now that we have our dough together, we're going to start kneading the dough. Now you want to add a little flour to your cutting board, and then you want to pour your dough onto your cutting board, and we're going to knead our dough for about 5 minutes. If your dough get a little sticky, just sprinkle a little flour on there and continue to knead your dough.
If I'm gonna be real about it, yeah. I'm that nigga.
Now that we're all done, we're going to take a bowl and sprinkle a little olive oil in there, and then we're going to toss our dough into the bowl, and then we're going to cover it with a towel, and we're going to let that sit in a warm place for about an hour until it doubles in size. Now that our dough has doubled in size, we're going to toss that onto our cutting board. We're going to cut that into 2. Now this dough recipe is enough for 2 medium pizzas. Once we got that sliced into 2 sections, we're going to take 1 piece of dough and we're going to tuck in those ends. I'm sorry guys, I couldn't get a good view of me tucking it in, but you're going to tuck it in until you form a ball. And then we're going to cover our dough with a towel. And we're going to let that sit for another 10 to 15 minutes. Now we're going to move on to rolling out our dough. Now you can use your fingers or a roller. I chose to use both, and then I went into rolling my dough out. Whichever one works for you is perfect. Now we're going to put our dough onto our non-stick pizza pan. Now, if you guys want, you can go add a little cornmeal onto the bottom of your dough if you like. I didn't add any cornmeal to the bottom of my dough. I just put it on the pan. Now these are the ingredients that we're going to be using to top our pizza off with. I have some grilled chicken that I chopped up, some bacon, some red onions, mozzarella cheese, barbecue sauce, minced garlic, and butter. Now we're going to start working on our crust. Now I'm going to make stuffed crust. I didn't have the mozzarella sticks, so I improvised and just used the shredded mozzarella. But if you have the mozzarella sticks, that'll be an easier way to make stuffed crust. Once we have our stuffed crust, we're going to melt that butter and garlic, and we're going to brush that over our pizza crust. And then we're going to start adding our barbecue sauce. Once we got our barbecue sauce spread it out a thin layer, we're going to start adding our cheese, then we're going to add our chicken, then we're going to add our red onions, bacon, and some more cheese.
Never mind that royalty smoking purple trees. I'm feeling righteous. And
Now that we have all our toppings on our pizza, we're going to place that in a 400-degree oven, and we're going to leave that in there for about 12 minutes. Now that our pizza is all done, we're going to take some of that barbecue sauce and we're going to drizzle it on top, and then we're going to sprinkle on some cilantro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope you guys try out this recipe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys on the next video. Bye.